are the final four. Take a look.
Good job, brother. Great job. All right, that was fun.
Yeah, great job.
Oh, you got it live. Hey, welcome. We're glad you guys are connecting with us by live stream. We are here at my home for our Open Sukkah celebration. We just finished our shofar blast competition, and Brian just took the prize. And so we don't put the camera over there, but Brian just took the prize, and we are so excited that you've joined us. We're having such a great time. We've had tremendous food. We're feasting. We're blowing the shofar. We're going to be dancing here in just a moment. So we wanted to give you an opportunity to see what's going on here. We know that you connect with us from across the Dallas-Fort Worth area, as well as many different states in our country and other nations of the world. We see a lot of you connecting with us in the mornings when we do our Sukkot Torah readings. And so we're just so happy that you are. We consider you our extended Triumph family. So welcome to my home and welcome to this Open Sukkah celebration. Brian, are you okay?
Yeah.
Okay, this is Brian. And Brian just won the shofar blast contest. And I discovered something about Brian I didn't know. We need to be using this guy blowing the shofar in our gatherings. He has a wonderful family. Yeah, Gilbert's awesome. He does a great job every time. But we discovered quite a number of people tonight that can blow the shofar that we didn't even know that they could.
They didn't either.
That's right. Some of them even made the finals, right? Yeah. And that's really wonderful. But I love Brian, his family. They're a wonderful family. We're glad you guys are here. Yeah, amen. So let's go talk to some folks, why don't we? All right. So this is my home. I want to bring you over here to the menorah. Now this is a menorah. We have people that like to take pictures in front of the menorah, but this is a serious menorah. And, so we really enjoy it. We light it up on special occasions like tonight and on Hanukkah and other times. So it's really wonderful to have this menorah. It's beautiful the way it lights up. And so we're really thrilled about that. Come on over to one of our canopies. You know, the Hebrew wedding, there's Gilbert blowing the shofar. So the Hebrew wedding is under a canopy called a chuppah. And that's what this canopy over here represents. It represents the fact that Yeshua is coming back. He's going to return on Yom Teruah with a shout and the voice of an archangel and the shofar blast of Yah. So we want everybody to get familiar with that sound because that's the sound that you're going to hear when Yeshua returns. He's going to gather up all of those who love him. He said, if you love me, keep my commandments. Those of us who obey him, those of us who have learned his ways and we're walking in his ways, we're growing very intimate with him in his ways and through his word. He's going to come, he's going to gather us all up, and he's going to take us to Jerusalem and establish his 1,000-year reign of peace, of shalom on the earth, his bride with him. We're never going to leave his side. And we're going to enjoy the marriage supper of the Lamb. And as I mentioned, this chuppah represents the marriage supper of the Lamb. For all of those who love him and obey him, we're his bride. And we're going to be married. We're already engaged or betrothed. And we have the Spirit, the indwelling set-apart Spirit, that is the seal that he's coming back to get us. That's so exciting. I'm filled with the Spirit, and that's my acknowledgement. That's the seal that reminds me that he's coming back for me. He's coming back for all of these who are also filled with his Spirit. And so that's what this canopy represents. It's called a huppah. It's the place where the Hebrews would get married under a huppah, or a canopy. And so that's to remind us about Yeshua's coming. So come on over here and I'll show you the rest of it. We have the fire pit down here. Everybody's enjoying sitting around the fire pit. And we have people, all kinds of people, young people, older people, people of every ethnicity. You see, where there's grace, there is no race. And we're all Elohim's children, all of us. We're all part of the same family. And that's such a blessing. Not only are we all a part of the same family from every ethnicity, but we're believing Jew and believing non-Jew, worshiping together as the one new man. How great is that? We're worshiping together. All of the barriers have been brought down. We worship on the seventh day, Sabbath, according to the Bible, according to the fourth commandment. We keep the Bible feasts that all point to Yeshua. The Passover pictures Yeshua's death as our Passover lamb. The Feast of Unleavened Bread, his burial. He took the leaven of the world, the sin of the world upon himself, and was buried. And then when he was raised, he's raised and presented before the Father on the Feast of First Fruits, and then he pours out the Spirit on the Feast of Shavuot. How wonderful is that? Now he's going to come back on Yom Teruah. He's going to judge Israel and the nations of the world on Yom Kippurim. And then he's going to establish his 1,000-year reign on this earth, a reign of shalom at the time of Sukkah. And so the feasts really do preach the good news. The feasts picture the gospel of the good news of Yeshua. And so we keep the Bible feast. We believe all the Bible is applicable to us today. We do obey the 10 Commandments. We obey Torah commandments. Why? Because we love him. We don't obey because we're afraid of the death penalty, because Yeshua paid our death penalty. We obey because we love the one who paid our death penalty. Come on, let's go over here and we'll come into my Sukkah. Hey guys, say hello to everybody that's connected by live stream. Right here.
Hello, everyone. Shalom.
Chag Sameach to everyone. Happy feast.
Yeah, family fun.
That's right. Come on into my Sukkah.
That's right.
This is where all the food was. We've basically eaten most of it. But we had a nice spread here. You can show them the spread there. This is Kevin. Say hello, Kevin.
Hey, what's going on, everybody?
We're connected with everybody on live stream from across the Dallas-Fort Worth area, many states in the country and around the world.
Amen.
Yeah, so that's awesome.
Amen, Gary.
Okay, buddy. By the way, Kevin was a guy that we met at one of our outreaches. And we've had, what is it now, 43 weeks of outreaches, 43 weeks of consecutive outreaches. We connected with Kevin at one of those outreaches, and he's been with us ever since. And he's just a great guy. We love him a lot. Yeah, amen. He's keeping the feast. He wears the tassels. He loves Yeshua. He's an awesome young man.
Amen.
Yeah, amen. So, I tell you, it pays to go out and reach people. It really does. Come on over into the Sukkah here. This is my Sukkah. You gonna sit right here? Come on, you can sit down. You can sit down.
Why don't you get away from the camera?
Okay, well,
We're
gonna
live streaming, right?
Yeah, we're going to talk about this area for just a minute, so if you don't want to be in the shot. Okay, I'm sorry. So this is my Sukkah that I created here in my home. And I call this the Grand Sukkah table. People have been sitting here enjoying their food tonight. And the branches that we placed up here on these beams that are draped across. And I put I got this in Jerusalem a number of years ago, and it has a wonderful verse on here, Revelation chapter 21 and verse 2. And I saw the set apart city, the New Jerusalem, coming down out of heaven. And then this is a replica of the city of Jerusalem. It's really neat. And then we have different shofars. This is a small ram's horn, kind of makes a soprano sound. This is a medium-sized ram's horn that makes more of a tenor sound. We've got our our bowl of fruit. These are pomegranates. Most of these pomegranates I actually took right off of one of my pomegranate bushes out in the front yard. So fruit is a part of this festival because it is a harvest festival. So we have our bowl of fruit here, all these pomegranates. And then I don't know if you can see this very well or not, but this is a depiction of the tabernacle in the wilderness. And so when the Almighty brought the children of Israel out of Egypt, he delivered them from the bondage of slavery, and he led them through the wilderness. They were all living in sukkahs, or in Hebrew it'd be plural, it'd be sukkot. So they were all living in these tents. And the Almighty said, take an offering from the people because I want you to build me a sukkah and place it in the midst of the camp because I want to dwell with my people. And so that's what this represents. You've got the outer court, and then there's two courts, there's two compartments inside this room. You have the set apart place and the most set apart place. And the Ark of the Covenant was in the most set apart place, and that's where the glory of the Almighty manifested. And so the theme of Sukkot is Elohim with us. He wanted to dwell with his people in the wilderness. He dwelt with his people at the time of David and Solomon in the wonderful temple there on Temple Mount in Jerusalem. And Yeshua then, as the perfect representation of the Father, clothed himself in a fleshly sukkah, a fleshly tent, and came and walked among us. And that was wonderful. And we also know that he's coming back. And when he comes back, then he's going to establish his millennial kingdom, as I mentioned before. And the new Jerusalem is going to come down, and we'll have heaven come down on earth. And it will be again, it will be Elohim with us. And so that's what this celebration is all about. And I wanted to take a little time tonight and let you see how normal people, wonderful people, good-hearted people, people that make powerful contributions to society, people of every ethnicity, of every socioeconomic background, of every occupation that you can imagine, are coming together under the banner of Yeshua and his love, and we're celebrating and having a good time. And we're doing it all in the name of Yeshua, in honor of our Abba Father. And so the reason that we are inviting you in is because we want you to be able to have an opportunity to have fellowship, because we know many of you don't have fellowship where you are. And we want you to know we welcome you in to Triumph Family. We welcome you into our Sukkah. And we're glad that you connected with us all this time. We have one more day of the feast coming up starting tomorrow night. We will live stream from our gathering in Arlington tomorrow night. So if you don't have fellowship, it is a set apart convocation. It's a high Sabbath. Again, it starts tomorrow night. If you don't have fellowship, then connect with us by live stream. We'll live stream our gathering and celebrate with us on the 8th day. The 8th day is the encore celebration. So we have a 7-day festival, and then we're having so much fun, and it's so full of joy that we have to do it one more day. The Almighty says have an encore celebration day, and that's called the 8th day, and that starts on Tuesday night. So come on, let's walk around a little bit more. I'm going to see if I can get a few people to tell you what Sukkot means to them. We'll start right here with David. Yeah, here's David. Come on over here, David.
Yes.
You guys know David if you've been watching us by live stream. David is with me every morning, and we do the Torah reading together. And what's on your heart about Sukkot tonight?
Well, I just know that it's celebrating His presence with us. It's just like you saw in the picture over there. We see the presence of Elohim. We see the fire by night and the pillar of the cloud by day that guided the Israelites. In the same way, we need the Spirit, the set apart Ruach HaKodesh, to help us and to guide us each day. So that's what it means with us. It's a reminder that He is with us and that He wants to tabernacle and dwell with us. So what a joyful season.
Awesome. Are we having fun?
We are.
And we've had a lot of fun.
Absolutely.
As a matter of fact, you said, I think today, that this in your experience, this has been the best Sukkot so
It
far.
has, with the joy, the dancing, and all the fun stuff that we've been doing. It's been a lot of joy to do this, and the Torah reading every day, just like the children of Israel and Nehemiah's time. They said that the joy of Yah is your
our strength.
Is our strength.
That's right.
So that's what we're doing.
And we're about to start the dance here. in a
We
little
are,
bit.
and I think she wanted to say a little deal for everybody, and just because she's going to.
Okay, absolutely. Come on,
Yeah.
let's go talk to a few others. We're going to go over to the area where we're going to be dancing.
Okay, hold on one second. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to do a couple dances, but we're going to share a dance first. Tilly was at the class today, and then Tilly's going to take me back because I have to leave at 6 in the morning tomorrow, and I need to be home to see my family. But also, I left my sister, who's very, very sick, and she was with us. But tomorrow I needed to be home early because she's having a valve put in her heart at 7:30 in the morning. So her name is Harriet, and if you could keep her lifted in prayer. And actually, Tilly and I are going to just dance this dance, and then afterwards you guys can come up if you want to learn a couple dances and do a couple of dances. But this song, interestingly enough, is called Joy. And even though, you know, you have things in your life, we have to enter into the joy. So while this song, if the Lord moves on your heart, pray. And we'll be praying as well. Okay? And then afterwards, come on up and we'll do a couple dances.
So we're going to see a really special dance right now. Enjoy this.
Let the earth be glad, let the definition. Just come with me and fly. Joy, 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 joy. 'Cause I'm free in your peace. Joy, 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 joy. With your arms open wide. Joy, 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 joy. I run to you. Joy, 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 joy. You're the song of my heart.
Hallelujah! Wasn't that awesome? Okay, so now we're going to get ready. We're going to bring everybody else out, and we're going to have some really great fun, rejoicing in the dance. So you stay tuned, stay watching. Okay, you guys ready to dance? Who wants to dance? Let's dance. All right, everybody jump up. Let's go.
I don't know why. I don't know. Okay, she disappeared. I thought she looked for it.
Oh, there she is. Come on, let's dance. Come on, let's dance. Where's my man? Where's my man? Let's go.
Let's turn that, yeah.
Baby Smallwood.
You gonna go around this?
Is that off?
Oh, is that right?
That's what you call, son. I'm turning that move away.
Right.
Smallwood. David. All right, you guys. David, come close. All right, take a
Where's David? Where's David?
Smallwood.
Yeah, I get plenty of people. Everybody's eating, they're all sitting.
Smallwood. I put my face down. How busy?
Where's my men? Come on, let's have some men out here.
David Smallwood.
Where's Smallwood? Real man. All right, now we get You ready?
I apologize.
Okay. All right. We're going to hold hands.
Okay.
Here we go. So, okay, what we're going to do. Okay, so we're going to go this way. To the right. Okay, no hands. Okay? It's called invest in love. Okay? Good thing to invest in. So we're going to go forward. You're going to step right, point left, left, point right. Let's do that. Okay, outside leg. You're going to step and then point with the opposite leg. Step right, point in, step left, point out. Good. Come on, we'll make a bigger circle.
All right, now, see, I'm liking this. Let's take a
All right, we're going to go this way. Left shoulder in, outside leg. You're going to step right, point left, left, point right. You're going to go forward. A little cha-cha, quick step. Right 2, 3, and a left 2, 3. Okay, watch the ground, the dips and stuff, okay? Let's do that again. All right, I'm going to step on the inside so I can come around. Step right and point, step left and point, right cha-cha and left cha-cha. Quick. We'll just say quick. Okay, again. Step, point, right 2, 3, and left 2, 3. That was good. Okay, right in line of direction. You're going to do a cherkasia right before. 1, 2, 3, 4. That was so good. That's almost the whole part. Let's put it together. Can I have a couple people in the center here so we have all on the outside? If you feel kind of comfy with that. You gotta feel kind of comfy. Good. All right, you feel kind of comfy? Okay. All right. Step and touch. Here we go. Step and touch and step. Then right cha-cha. Right 2, 3 and left 2, 3. Cherkasia 2, 3, 4. That was so good. When you do your cherkasia, instead of in the center, just do it right towards the person in front of you. So right there. 1, 2, 3, 4. touch. Step and touch and step. Cha-cha and right 2, 3 and left shoulder step and 1, 2, 4. And we're going to go forward. 2 steps. You open, cross, open, cross. That was so good. Okay, let's try that much with music, okay?
Where's your treasure? Where's your heart? So they say the more you possess is the more you're blessed. But there's so far from the truth. There's so much more he can do. Believe me, there's so much more in store for you. If we could just keep our eyes to the sky, just keep our eyes to the sky.
And looking at them face to face, they would be opposite than what I'm doing. So this is very good. So no pressure on anybody in the center. All right, you're going to go slide to the right. Time side to the other side. Here we go to the right. Side to the other side. Rock back and front. Now left. Left to the other left. Rock back and right. right together, right, rock back, and you can add some arms if you want. Good. And side together, side. Good. Very nice. Good. Very good. So we're going to do two. Right together, right. Good. And left together, left, and good. After we do it 2 times, right and left, you're going to do a circus right into the center, right in the chorus. 1, 2, 3, 4, and you're going to end the part by turning through your right shoulder towards the person on your right in 4 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's all try. Put that right, right, and move towards the person on your right. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. That was beautiful. Now let's put it together. Side together, side. Side together, side. Chair Casilla and turn to the right. Are you ready? Here we go. All right, to the right. Here we go. Side together, side. Rock back. Left side. Left together, back. Rock back. Chair Casilla. 1, 2. Now turn to the right. 1, 2. You guys are awesome. All right. Let's together what we have. Left shoulder in. We're going to start moving around. Okay. Part 1. You want to follow along the line. That'll be your front. Step right and touch. Are you ready? Outside leg. Here we go. Step and touch. Step. Now cha-cha. Right, 2, 3. And a left chair Casilla. 1, 2. Open and cross. Here we go. And open and cross. Do it again. Step, point. Step, point. Step, point. And right, 2, 3. And a left chair Casilla. 1, 2, 3. Open and cross. Good. Let's do part 2. Facing center. Do the side together, side. Rock back. Now left. Side together, side, rock back, chair Casilla. 1, 2, turn to the right. Here we go. And 1, 2, 3. Oh, you guys, that was so good. Now, there's a third little fun part, but it only happens after we've done parts 1 and 2 5 times. So after you do it once or twice, listen to the lyrics, okay? Because that's the point of this style dance. That we dance from the inside out, that the dance becomes a response to what's going on, what he is doing in you, that you can respond with your body. Okay? All right, so are you ready?
Where's your big trash can?
It's a little less crowded in here.
Where's your heart? So they say the more you possess is the more you're blessed, but there's so far from the truth. So much more he can do. Believe me, there's so much more in store for you. Just keep your eyes to the sky. Just keep your eyes to the sky.
Here we go.
What's in your
Okay, so here's left shoulder's in. You're going to rock forward on your left foot, rock back on your right, and kick your left foot out. So watch, it looks like this. Okay, so you're just gonna quick, rock forward and a little kick. Okay, and snap like that. We'll do it around. Here we go. Here we go. And left and kick left. Okay, and then quickly you're gonna put the left foot down and go left, right, left. Okay. All right, make one circle for 1 second. Come back here. All right, so we're going to rock forward. I'll switch around. Left, you're going to rock forward. Left, right, left, and then a quick left, right, left. Left, right, left. Woo! And then 2 cha-chas. Right, 2, 3, left. That's a whole thing. We're going to see this. You can have fun. Right, 2, 3, left. Okay, I think. All right, here we go. Left, right, left. Okay, here we go. All right. That doesn't feel right. But, okay, I made a mistake. So what do you do when you make a mistake? You say sorry and then you smile. Okay, sorry. It's going to be right. So we're going to go right, left, right, and kick your left out. Okay, like this. Watch me. Right, left, right, kick. Okay, you get in circle. Here we go. And quick. Are you ready? Yeah. Right, left, right, and when you step on that right, kick your left foot out really quick. Okay, so like this. Right, left, right, and kick. Just like that. And then a quick left, right, left. A left, right, left. Okay, let's try that. Here we go. Right, left, kick. A left, right, left, and a right, cha-cha, and a left. Do it again. Right, left, right. Left, right, left. Good. Right, cha-cha. Do it again. Right, left, kick. Left, right, left. A right, 2, 3, and a left. Very good. Now, the last time, we're going to leave off the cha-chas. You're going to go right, left, kick. Left, right, left. And then it'll go to part 2. Okay, or part 1. Okay, so when we get there, don't worry about it. Just have fun. Okay, so let me have a couple people again in the center. Here we go. From the beginning.
The first 2 parts. It's that third part. I was like, cha, cha, cha.
One more here. Okay, don't worry. It's all good. Here we go. Outside leg. Here we go. Pop. Here we go.
Where's your treasure? Where's your heart? So they say the more you possess is the more you're blessed, but there's so far from the truth. There's so much more here to do. Believe me, there's so much more in store for you. If we could just keep our eyes to the sky, just keep our eyes to the sky. What's in your hands? Where are your feet? And what did you do with the trust and few he gave you to feed? Did you even see was in need? Did you neglect to do unto one of the least of these? If we could just keep our eyes to the sky, just keep our eyes to the sky. There's so much more to this life. You've got to believe all that any of these material things don't have no worth where you're gonna be. So don't lick things up for yourselves. No moths and thieves go. Where your treasure is, there your heart is also. Let's invest in love. Do you ever wonder just how you be? If you were born another place and time, maybe a third world country. Oh, you see, everybody's got it just a little differently. And there's a whole lot more to a person than the things you see. If we just keep our eyes to the sky, just keep our eyes to the skies. Now is the time to
So are you guys trying it? Are you seeing what we're doing? Learning this? Woo! Hallelujah! Sometimes
All right.
sound
You
system does
are
that.
awesome.
Are you trying the moves at
You
home?
know-
I'm going to encourage you to get up in your living room,
At this
try
time
the steps,
in
show
Israel,
yourself.
this is one of the commanded times when we are called to go up to Jerusalem. Sukkot, Shavuot, and Pesach. And it's a very exciting time. I've happened to be in Jerusalem at Sukkot a couple of times. Planning on being there Shavuot 2019. Pretty exciting. But even if we're not, our hearts are to be in Jerusalem. Not only we are to seek the peace of Jerusalem. So before I go, I'm going to teach one more not hard dance. It's slow, it's worshipful. If anybody would like to come, it's called Jerusalem Peace. I'll share it with you. You want to come up? Do I have anybody who wants to? Come on in. It's really beautiful. He says to pray for the peace of Jerusalem. Okay, come on in. Those of you who are going to come on in, yay. All right. You know, and just, you guys are beautiful, and just remember, we're here to bless him. You know, that's the only one we really should care about is him, and that he would receive our worship as a sweet offering. Okay? All right, so I'm going to put this off for a second.
All right. Okay, it has two parts and a little transition. Awesome. Awesome. That's so cool. Ralph is going to be so excited when he comes back. All right, so let's make our little centerpiece.
That's community water, by the way. It gets thirsty, you can drink your own water.
Okay, now listen. This dance has only two parts, and it has a transition. Our transition we're going to call affectionately 8 counts. Okay, here's our 8 counts. We're going to take 2 steps in. 1, 2, bend your knee and come up. That's 3, 4. 2 steps back, right, left, or whatever feet is okay. Right, left. 5, 6, and bend and up. Nice. Let's do that. I'm going to say 8 counts. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That was beautiful. Okay. Part 1. Okay. What you're going to do now, remember, everybody who's across, if you watch across, it's going to appear backwards. So kind of look at who's next to you. Okay. You're going to sway to the right, sway right. Bring your right foot across your left, and we're going to move clockwise this way. And you're going to take 3 quick steps. Right, left, right. Right, left, right. Good. Let's do it again. So I would say sway, brush up, right, left, right. So let's try that. You know, if you've been there, you know what I'm talking about. When you go to the wall, the hotel, there's something very powerful and reverent there. You know, we don't worship the wall, we worship the God of Israel, but his presence is there. It's the apple of his eye. And you sense it, and it's holy, and it's reverent. And so you come just like you're coming before his throne with that heart of worship, okay? So that's you're seeking his peace. All right, we're going to sway right and left. Sway right and left. Brush your right foot up. 3 steps. Right, left, right. Now you're going to continue moving in this direction. You're going to open with your left. Cross right in front. Open with your left. Close to the center. Okay? Let's work on that real quick. It's almost the whole part. Sway, brush up. Here we go. Swaying to your right. Here we go. Right, right up, right, left, right, open and cross, open and cross, open, feet together. That was nice. Let's do it again. It's okay, don't worry. You know, this is a very powerful thing when we're together, shoulder to shoulder, coming before him. The enemy would like to just, discourage, say, no, blah, blah, blah. Don't listen. It's powerful. Especially since there's so many men dancing. Sway, brush up. Here we go. Right and left. Right. Brush up. Right, left, right. Open and cross. Open and cross. Open, feet together. Okay? You're offering. You're offering. You're going to rock now. In and out. Right, left. Right foot in. Right and left. 3 quick steps back. Right, left, right. Right, left, right. And that's almost the whole thing. Put your left hand up. Left hand up. Everybody's going to turn to the left. Push that left shoulder back. And the count is going to be slow, slow, quick, quick, quick. Left, right, left, right, left, to get you all the way around. So start opening, moving to your left, left, left and right, and a left, right, left. That was beautiful, and you just continue to move. That's the whole part, okay? All right, here we go. Sway, brush up. Let's actually take it from in and out. Rock in and out. Right, left. Right and left. 3 steps out. Right, left, right. Turning to your left and left and right and left, right, left. Beautiful. Let's take the whole thing. Sway, brush up. Right. You're swaying to the right. Here we go. And sway now. Here we go. Right. Brush your right foot up. Right, left, right. Right, left, right. Open and cross. Open and cross. Open, feet together. Rock in and out. Right and left. 3 steps back. Right, left, right. Turning to your left. Slow and a quick. Let's do it again. Sway, brush up. Sway, right, left, right. Right, left, right. Open and cross. Open and cross. Open, feet together. Rock in and out. Right and left. 3 steps. Right, left, right. Turning to your left. Slow and a left. That was awesome. Let's take that much. The second part's easier, and so you have most of that. Let's just do it. So this is Jerusalem piece. Artist is Les Shalom, Corey Bell.
No, I don't. I totally forgot the first thing.
Don't worry.
Brandon, can you get in the middle and be an example of all of us?
Maybe a leader, favorite dress up with the candle.
With a cup on your head.
Where's that water? I'm thirsty.
Hey.
No, you didn't drink it.
Pray for the peace of Jerusalem. May those who love you be secure. Pray for the peace of Jerusalem. May there be peace within your walls. For the sake of my brothers, for the sake.
That was beautiful. All right, the second part. You're
Just
gonna
laugh
hold
it off.
hands. Hold hands. Now, the second part, for the most part, we're going to move now to the right. And we did that, we went left and turn left. So you're going to do a little sway, right and left, and then you're going to take little quick steps to your right. Let me show you. I'm holding hands. Right, left, right, left. So slow sway, right, left, right. Here we go. Right, left. That was awesome. Do it again. 2 times in a row. Let's do it 2 times. Right and left, quick steps. Right, left again, and sway, quick steps. Right, left. Okay, the end. Right arm goes up. Everybody, right arm. You're going to do that same turn you did to the left, to the right. Right, left. As you look at your neighbor on your right, you're going to try to be where they are when you're done. Other right, okay. Turning to the right, and a right and left, and a right, left, and finally a turn to the left. Same thing. Left and right. And then we repeat it all. Sway, and sway. Quick step, right, left again. Sway, and sway. Go right and right, left. Turn right now. Right arm up. Right, and left and a right, left, right, turn left, a left and right, and left, right. So when you turn, just get that shoulder back, whichever direction. If you're going to go that way, put that shoulder back, this way, left shoulder. That's it. Let's do 8 counts again. Remember 8 counts? 1, 2, 3, 4. Here we go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and... You guys, that's awesome. At the very end, we're going to end while we're in part 1. And that turn, we're going to end with that turn to the left, but we're not going to do slow, slow, quick, quick, quick. We only have enough for slow, slow, hands up. So you'll make it all the way around, like in 3 counts. So let's do that. You know, I know everybody's thinking about the steps, but if you direct it for praying for shalom in Yerushalayim. Okay, what does that mean? Pray. Lift your brethren up there. Okay? All right. Are you ready? Here we go.
Keep telling him the other right.
Pray for the peace of Jerusalem. May those who love you be secure. Pray for the peace of Jerusalem. May there be peace within your walls.
Yeah, good job. All right. One more time.
Pray for the peace of Jerusalem. May those who love you be secure. Pray for the peace of Jerusalem. May there be peace within your walls. For the sake of my brothers, for the sake of my friends, I will pray for peace again and again. For the sake of the house of the Lord our God, I will pray for the peace of Jerusalem.
to the sound man. Yeah. Sound man. Yeah.
We're so glad that you joined us tonight. We hope you enjoyed all of this. We just want you to know we love you. We know you're watching from across the Dallas-Fort Worth area and a lot of other places in this country and around the world. And you are a blessing to us. And we just want you to know that we love you and feel that you're a part of our extended family. So hopefully you enjoyed being out here and seeing all that's going on, and you felt a part of the Triumph Family Sukkot. Again, we have one more night event, which is tomorrow night. It is the 8th-day celebration. We'll be at Sandy McNutt Elementary School in Arlington, and that event will begin at 7:30. And we'll go live stream. We'll live stream the entire event. So if you don't have fellowship, we hope you connect with us and make comments. As a matter of fact, you can make comments tonight and let us know who you are and where you're watching from. Anything that's on your heart, and we will respond back. So again, we love you. Chag Sameach. Happy Sukkot to you. And we'll see you again soon. Bless you now. Shalom, shalom.